Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday morning, and if you've logged on here and you're watching this video, it tells me you made the wake up list. You are here, you're alive today. Your whole day is full of potential and possibility. So what are you doing to make that a reality in your life? What are you waiting for? You know, many times we have dreams and aspirations, we have hopes, we have goals for our life, we have things we want to accomplish, whether it's get a promotion on our job, or whether it's to lose weight, or to get in shape, or to start a family, or whatever goals we might have for our life. And today, my thought to you is, what are you waiting for? You know, so many times we put those hopes and those dreams, those goals, those things we want to accomplish and we want to do, sometimes we put them in an incubator and we leave them there until they absolutely burn up and there's nothing left. Listen, I know that we get distracted by things. We find ourselves chasing other things, other issues of life become more important. And yet, those goals, those dreams, those promises, those potentials that God has placed within you, they are God-given. And what are you waiting for? You know, you'll never reach the potential God has for your life. You'll never fully understand the calling God has placed on you if you constantly remain in your comfort zone, or you constantly procrastinate on those things about which God has spoken to you and about which God has promised you. I remember a song that a singer in the 1980s, 1990s, many of you probably know him, his name is Carmen. And he had a song that some of the lyrics said, "Your desire is a confirmation that the destination is there." God wouldn't put it in your spirit if it wasn't going nowhere. And I think some of the most important things we can do, whether it's our personal goals, our family goals, whether it's in our goals for our walk with the Lord, our hopes and our dreams for our calling, our ministry, all of those things, I think the most important thing we can do is to begin to take immediate action to seize those goals, to achieve those things that God has put in our heart and in our spirit. Stop procrastinating. Don't waste this moment. You see, one thing I've come to realize the older I get is that of all of the resources we have, of all the commodities that are placed in our lives, time is the most precious commodity you have. And yet so many of us never pursue the things we deeply desire, and we procrastinate on those, and we don't forge the time to make those things a reality, and we end up losing them and wasting them. Those dreams, those goals, they fall by the wayside. How many times have you told yourself, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to stick to it this time? And then that bag of Oreos shows up, or that donut shows up, and you procrastinate on fulfilling that and walking through with it. How many times have you told yourself, I'm going to read my Bible every day and I'm going to grow in the knowledge of the Word and I'm going to pray every day, and yet sometimes the issues of life and time seems to consume us? Listen to what the Apostle Paul said as he wrote to Ephesians chapter 5. He said this, he said, walk circumspectly. And otherwise, be careful. Be wise in how you walk. Not as fools, but as wise. Listen to this. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Redeeming the time. He means here, make the most of every single opportunity. Make the most of every single moment that you have in this life. We are only afforded so many breaths in this life. We're only given so many moments before the Lord will call us home. We don't know. We don't know when that moment's going to show up. And so we have to be wise. We have to walk circumspectly and redeem the time. Make the most of it. God has given you this day. He's given you this moment. What are you waiting for? Grab that dream. Grab that goal. Make a plan and move forward on it. Because the Lord is coming soon and the days are short. Redeem the time. Make the most of every opportunity that you have before you. You see, dreams and hopes and goals and visions are kind of like a muscle. If you allow your muscles to go too long without exercise, then they deteriorate, they get flabby, they may even get to the place where you can't hardly move them, you can't lift anything, you can't pick up anything, they stiffen, they lose their flexibility. So don't delay, don't allow your dreams to turn to flab. Don't allow your dreams to atrophy and become useless. God has placed these things inside of you, and at the right time, as you walk this out, you're going to see that God has given you everything you need to walk in that dream. So today, I ask you this. What are you waiting for? You've been talking about that dream. You've been talking about that aspiration. You've been putting lip service to those hopes and those goals. Today, start to walk in them and watch how God will anoint your steps. Watch how God will lead you to the places and to the people to resource the things He's placed within you. Listen, there have been times in my life where God's put a dream in my heart, and I'm like, God, I don't know where the money's going to come from. I don't know where the people are going to come from. I don't know where the resources are going to come from. As a matter of fact, right now, we're walking through that in our church. We're dreaming big dreams. We're stepping it by faith into some things that we have no idea how God's going to bring us through. All we know is we're trusting Him because we don't have a moment to waste. We don't have a moment to waste, y'all. We have to walk in this. We have to get outside of our comfort zone. We have to kick down those walls. We have to tear down those moments of doubt and insecurity, those moments where we sabotage ourselves because we don't think we're worthy of the dream or the goal. Get out of that mindset. Stop wasting your time. Stop sitting in front of the television. Stop scrolling through social media for hours at a time and get into what God has called you to be and what God has called you to do. If this dream is there, He's going to anoint you. If God's placed that in your spirit, He's going to give birth to it, but you have to put feet on it and you have to walk it out. You have to make it be. I love you today. And I ask you, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? This is your moment. This is your time. You're alive and you're awake and you're breathing today because God has a purpose and He has a destiny for you this day. Grab a hold of it. Seize this day. I love you. I'm praying for you. May God richly bless you. Take care of yourselves.